Good morning. Thank you for joining us for another story from Seymour United Methodist Church. We're glad that you're tuning in today. Our story today comes from Romans 14. It's several different verses, so I'm going to kind of skip around, but if you want to, you can ask Mom or Dad to read you the whole chapter 14. Chapter 14 in Romans, beginning with the first verse. Welcome the person who is weak in faith, but not in order to argue about differences of opinion. One person believes in eating everything, while the weak person only eats vegetables. Those who eat must not look down on those who don't eat, and the ones who don't eat must not judge the ones that do, because God has accepted them all. But why do you judge your brother or sister, or why do you look down on your brother or sister? We all will stand in front of the judgment seat of God because it is written. So stop judging each other. Instead, this is what you should decide. Never put a stumbling block or an obstacle in the way of your brother or sister. I know and I'm convinced in the Lord Jesus that nothing is wrong to eat in itself. But if someone thinks that it's wrong to eat, it becomes wrong for that person. You know, this is kind of a hard verse sometimes for us to take because we are all guilty at one time or another of thinking wrong about a person or looking down on a person because of the way they act or the way that they behave or the way that they look. Paul wrote this letter to a church that was having a hard time getting along. Just like all churches now, churches back in Jesus' time, they would have a hard time from time to time getting along. They would argue over silly things just like we argue over silly things today. And Paul wanted them to kind of get themselves straightened out. And what he was saying here is that to stop fighting over the silly things. You know, I'm a vegetarian. That means I don't eat any meat. Doesn't mean that it's wrong or right. I just choose not to eat meat. Never have. Even when I was a little girl, my mom said I never ate meat. But that doesn't make it right or wrong for someone else to tell me that I should or should not eat. And just like I shouldn't tell someone who does eat meat, well, you shouldn't be eating that. We don't have the right to tell that to anyone. Now, there's some things that Jesus' book has told us is wrong, and those things we have to look down on all the time. If we kill someone, if we steal from someone, those things are never right, no matter what. But Paul's not talking about those things here. He's talking about the little things, the things that get in the way of us loving each other on a daily basis. You know, really in the big picture of things, does it really matter what one eats and what one doesn't? Or if you play ball and this one plays soccer, or if your best friend likes to dance and you're a girl and you think, why would any girl want to dance? I'd rather play ball. You know, we all have our likes and differences because God made us all different and we're all special in our own way. Because of that, we have to learn to get along. We have to learn to love and accept each other for the things that we like and for the things that we don't like. That's what Paul is talking about in this verse and in these verses in the 14th chapter of Romans. God just wants us all to get along because He made us all. He made us all special, and we are each unique in our own way. Wouldn't it be boring if we all liked the same things and we all did the same things all the time? It wouldn't be near as fun as it is since we're all different. I've got a verse for you. If I can get to it here without dropping everything. It is from Hebrews 12:2. We must keep our eyes on Jesus, who leads us and makes our faith complete. You know, at the end of the day, the only one that we have to worry about pleasing is Jesus. That's who we need to keep our eyes on. When we lay our heads on our pillows at night and we're tired, we've been to school, we've played soccer, we've played baseball, we've went to dance. When we lay down at night, it's not the person who has looked at us and said, well, I don't like you because of your hair, or I don't like you because of your skin color. It's, have we done what we can do to please Jesus that day? Have we treated others the way Jesus would want us to treat them? That's our story for today. I hope you have a wonderful week and that you join us next week for another story.